Hello and welcome back to the 2023 Junior World Championships powered by Paragon. We are here for the FJ18 coverage at this PDGA major in the Peoria, Illinois greater area. It is late June at this time and we play all the way to the 1st of July. This coverage is brought to you by Crew 42, posted on the PDGA page. I'm Zach O'Heran, owner of the PDGA, and we got Grace here.
Yeah.
Back on the channel here at Bradley Park for this second round. Taking a look at our overview here, end of round one. Ellie has a 3-stroke lead over you, actually. And then we have a pretty close race in that second, third.
Yeah.
Kind of everyone hoping that they can catch up a few strokes here on Ellie as we get into our second round. Speaking of which, let's take a look at our card. Ellie here has the only under par round, right? We have you on this card. We're so happy to have you on the coverage. So you get to commentate on yourself.
I get to commentate on myself.
Yes, we get to critique our own selves here. We also have a new player here, Kylie, on our lead card coverage today. She made that with a +4 round here in round one. And tied with her is Montana, who we saw in round one as well.
Yeah.
She's returned for this second round.
Yeah.
Same day as well. We are getting news reports coming down about air quality is starting to increase. We're starting to hit that number 100. We're hearing some rumors about it, but we have disc golf to play. So we're starting off with hole 10, Grace. What's the plan?
Hole 10, stay out of the road.
End of statement.
Yeah, 288 feet. You just kind of got to throw whatever shot is going to get you as far as you can down there. This I think, is one of the best holes to see it. It just looks foggy out. And it's not the fog, but it's all the smoke.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Good correction from Ellie here from round one. He's going to get this one into circle. She wants a birdie on this hole.
I'm throwing my I think I'm throwing my passion here.
Dad disagrees.
Yeah, I'm throwing my passion.
Dad's watching off to the side.
Ugh.
Skip up.
Thankfully, the road skipped me back in. Just how I drew it up.
Oh, game plan. You hit that spot into green every time. Kylie here going backhand as well. This has got some speed to it. Needs to slow down. Oh, she's going to go down to the ravine.
Yeah, I think she's down in that creek. It is playing casual.
Mm-hmm.
But
there is water on this side. Right next to underneath the two bridges, there's a pool of waters on either side and some mud. So it does come into play a little bit.
Casual, but still very challenging.
Yes.
Montana hits that tree and just kicks her out.
Yeah, never gave her a chance. She's going to be OB farther back. It should be a bogey save, though. I mean, it could be a par save throw in from here, but it's probably going to be a bogey save. We'll see what she has. Little upshot.
Little right. Yeah.
Not
a little more than you need for a first hole putt. Kylie trying to save.
She throwing up
throw so far up.
Over a wall. I think she's planning on crashing off those trees, and then it proceeded to hit nothing. Just flies.
Just all the way through.
All the way to the OB, and she's going to be putting back now for her 4. Yeah, for her 4. Good bid.
I think it's no, never mind.
It's before, right?
Casual. Yep.
I can count. 1, 2, 4.
I was thinking the creek was over.
Oh, yeah.
But nope, just casual.
The road. Yep. Here you are for your birdie look.
Yes. A little nervy on that one. Just
almost. Ellie, trying to get that elusive birdie that she missed in round one.
Cashes it. It's not as obstructed as it looks from here, so she had a pretty wide open look.
Yeah, she just straddled to the right of it. Montana, after the OB, looking to tap in her 4. And her putting struggle continues. She hasn't been off by a lot.
No.
But enough for it to not stick in the basket.
Yep. No, if she can dial that in, she's giving herself the chances to score.
Absolutely. Kylie also going to put that one short. Yeah, that's one you really don't want to miss. Taking a look at the whole overviews, most difficult hole is not this one. This is actually the 4th, and we talked about that last round. It doesn't feel like it should be a more difficult hole, but the ravine behind it came in play for one person. The OB road came into play for 2 of them. It can add up some strokes if we allow it to.
Yeah.
And it happened to bite a couple players this time, but they'll have a chance of recovering here on hole 11. What do we got going on?
Hole 11, you're just trying to throw a hyzer out. The road is deep of the basket is OB, so you really just kind of got to control your distance. Basically, anything around these trees is an okay drive. If you want to throw it like straight, hyzer's better, like play for the ground, but overall, like the gap off the tee isn't necessarily the most challenging.
Go Heiser. Do it. She agrees. She's going to go Heiser. She ended up short in round 1, had to lay up. This is going to be in circle. Needs to stop.
Looks like a good line. Yeah. I think she went down that little retaining wall, though.
Yeah, there's like this weird wall right there. She stayed right up alongside of it, though.
I'm trying to throw that Heiser line and just chucked it so far straight.
Get out of the gym. Wow, just go deep here. And unfortunately, the road edge is a little too steep to get climbing up over that. Montana. Everyone likes this gap.
Oh, just barely inside. That thing was going to be right under the basket, I think.
Moving in the right direction for sure. Kylie agrees with everyone. The right gap is the way. But she's going to hit the telephone pole support wire.
I mean, that's right what I'm aiming for, but that's a very disappointing hit with how small it is. Montana skips OB.
Yeah, most of her layups or approach shots have been wide right, like she's holding on to it too long. And that one came to bite her a little bit there, and she's going to go, as you mentioned, OB. Hopefully she'll be able to make that comeback putt. Kylie's like, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to lay up on the other side. How far are you from here?
I think it was just inside circle, if I remember right, and I lofted high.
Yeah, and you're going to be over on the other side of that retaining wall.
Yep. Yeah. This one, nerves were definitely high on this one. And shanked that putt, and it goes OB too. This hole got the best of me.
Yeah, playing some Army golf here, back and forth a little bit. We need to get this next putt in, right?
Oh, yes.
Montana does it. She gives you a good read.
She does it.
I think it's going to be Ellie up next.
Out.
You're taking a moment to breathe.
Yes,
I saw you take that.
One.
That was smart. Don't rush it. Just take your breath. Recenter. Ellie is now 2 for 2. So she is on fire here for second round, making good adjustments to start this round. Got you.
Full routine here. Just got to make sure it's in.
This is so smart. All you younger players, listen. This is what, if you're struggling, go through your routine, get yourself back to center, take care of business.
Yep.
It's not the triple bogey you wanted, but
no, but
stop
I'm done
the bleeding.
with it.
Yeah, stop the bleeding. We're gonna move on.
Unfortunate to follow up the birdie the first round with that, but you know what? We're done. We're moving on. Kylie with a good par save.
And that means we're going to be moving on to hole 12.
Hole 12.
I love hole 12. Tell me about it.
Such a good one. 291 feet. It's a pretty strong hyzer play, but you really, as long as you get out of this gap on the, to start, it's pretty wide open if you wanted to throw like a turnover, just a straight shot. If you really want to get aggressive, you can cut that hyzer play. But most people, if you just finish straight, or if you hit something, you still got like a little up shot and an easy par. Ellie's got big distance, so she's probably going for the pin.
Yeah, she outdrove it last round. She's looking to repeat this, but she's going to go right at that tree, a little too wide. She's going to get knocked down.
Favorable kick, though. A lot of those go into the junk left.
That could have gone real bad.
I haven't seen it come into play too much, but that casual creek is still on the left.
That's a good one. In
good
circle.
Spot. Yep.
That's about as good you can ask if you're not trying to outdrive the basket.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Looks like an early line for Montana.
Pushes out, though.
But, yeah.
Again, fortunate not getting the those kicks back into the, what do you call it? Creek. I keep wanting to call it a ravine. It's not a ravine. It's a creek.
It's a very dry creek at this time, though.
Oh, yeah. It's bone dry. It's going to have a lot of OB, anyone playing it.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we're a couple of days after this event doing the commentary, and it has rained several inches within an hour or so.
Yeah.
We had tornadoes looking. It was rough, but today.
Great line from Ellie here.
Yeah, that's a great recovery, giving herself a par chance. Montana from probably 120 out.
Yeah.
She's been putting them wide right. She's wanting to get this one close. This one's going to be right again, though.
Good distance, just still off to the right.
Yeah, her distance has been great. She just puts them, I don't know if she's holding on to it or she's rounding or what it is, but she can't quite get it. How far are you from here?
I've got like a 68-foot putt from here.
Let's go!
That one splashed in.
You said 68 a little too precisely. I don't know. That's a spectacular putt. Run that one in. Love it. Little thank you
the
yank on the
basket.
chain. Yeah.
I needed that one to follow up hole 11.
Yeah. Get yourself back on track. Oh, off the rim
Just
from
barely
Kylie.
off.
Yep. Not quite on target there for her. Ellie. For her par, right? This is her par save?
Yeah.
Yep, she's going to stay clean
Yep.
on the second round here. I almost said second 9. This is the first 9. Again, if you're watching this for the first time, we started on 10. So, no, you didn't mess up. You're in the right spot. These are the first holes of the round. Montana not able to convert that one.
Splash out.
Yeah, and again, she's been so close, hits a lot of chains, but wide left and right just doesn't give the disc a great chance to catch in that scenario. So she's going to spit out and then tap that one in. One more par tap in there, and we're going to be moving on to the next hole right after a quick break.
Hole 18 at Worlds, down by 1. It's got to go in.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
All right, we are back. Hole 13. Grace, what's the game plan here?
This one, you want to finish left of the basket, but really any kind of shape that you want to throw works out here. You got to miss the limbs coming over the tee early. But otherwise, really any kind of hyzer is probably the best play because it's way more open on the left.
This hole played exactly at par. 3 birdies, 3 bogeys. We'll see if anyone on our card can get, hopefully, the birdie side of that.
Yeah. Thankfully, I got through there.
Yep, could have left you a little shorter, but hopefully you'll be able to get up and down from there.
Those branches are not often that forgiving. Ellie with big power.
She's throwing a putter here. Just to control the
No surprise.
speed, and she's
Right
going to be
there.
inside the circle. Kylie, again, looks like a fairway driver in her hand. Did you talk to her about that wrap on her arm ever?
No, I'm not sure what's
I'm wondering
going
if that's
on.
an injury or if that's just a comfort thing, but she wears it looks like it's that medical tape that helps with circulation.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not a brace for anyone looking or thinking it's that, but I wonder what that is. I didn't get a chance to ask her. Montana here looking pretty good, just like last round. It's going to settle right in the same spot,
yeah.
right on the circle's edge. She's got this hole dialed exactly to her game plan.
I am right up along that tree.
What do you do when you're up against that? What's your thought process here?
Don't hit my hand into it.
Don't hit it.
So I kind of was forced to just throw a wide hyzer and then pulled it wider than I was going for.
Kylie, good bid from there, just a little short. Montana from a very similar distance. She really wants to get this putt down. She's so close to having a much better round than it shows. And that one's a pretty good bid as well, but just a little short. This is for your par save.
A little longer than I wanted for the par save. That one just short again.
Yep. Ellie hasn't even gotten to her drive yet. She's so close. She's going to tap in a birdie. That means she's 3 through 4.
3 through 4. That's par golf is like the game out here. If you can, the hot round for the first round was a -1. So I mean, if you can just par your way out, you're playing well.
She's hoping to par out from here. I mean,
she's already 3 down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she's going to go for more. We're going to find out, but a couple tap-ins here before we move on to hole 14. Last round, it was the most difficult hole on the round. For this round, hole 14 is the second hardest hole on the round. And actually, it's worth noting, looking at the stats, there are a lot more birdies this round from the field in general.
True, on all the holes.
They did a very good job of correcting their games, but hole 14 is a monster. Can you explain everyone at home?
Hole 14, it doesn't look like that, but that tree is perfectly placed to be in the way of any kind of power shot. You have the creek and a whole bunch of just like junk on the left and just chaos on the right. So you really just got to throw it straight with like a late flip if you kind of can.
Mm-hmm. You can start seeing it getting even foggier. It looks like it's foggy. This is smoke from the Canadian wildfires rolling in.
And just kind of settling in the
Yeah,
woods.
it's not looking great. And Ellie, this is the best
smashes
drive
it.
I've ever seen. 350 deep of the pin, circle 2. Thank goodness no one was teeing off on the next hole. She had injuries for ankles for days, but she's going to have a look at birdie. That's crazy.
Kylie hits it right.
She's going to sneak through most of it.
Most of it.
Which, honestly, if you're going to sneak through anything, most of it's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
That should be an easy up and down, hopefully, from that position. Montana trying to follow suit. This is going to go early, and it's going to kick left.
That's going to be in the creek. The creek is casual for this round, but still does not play nicely. I hit it way off to the right.
You're extra trying to avoid the creek, but it doesn't
And
matter.
Nope, I get a kick all the way down in there.
It's just like, nope, you get over there. You get down there, too. And so, man, that's a rough one. We see her at the bottom of the hill. She's just trying. Is that you?
No,
That's
one
Montana.
was,
yeah. She's just trying to pitch out. And she gets pretty far up. There you are.
Yeah, I landed right in the middle of the fairway, or right in the middle of the dry creek. So I actually had for being in the creek, I had a wide open pitch out.
That's awesome.
So
just playing it smart from there. I think we're back with Montana off the
Yeah.
fairway. Looks like she's going with forehand on big angle. Oh, not the line I thought she was going right at the cameraman. She's going to be circle's edge.
Circle's edge. We'll see if she can get that putt dialed in.
She's been leaving herself with testers the whole round. Here you are. Little hyzers.
Goes a little long.
Yeah. Almost like a bid. Were you trying to run that?
Not originally.
You just looked at me like, no, I was not trying to run that. Would you looking at me like, no, I did not.
I mean, anytime I can find chains, I'm not complaining. But
Yeah.
that one I was trying to lay right under.
Kylie in the green, in circle 1 in the green as well. And we are now finally getting to Ellie's shot. This is insane.
It's crazy to get past like the creek area, and she's a mile past that.
No way.
4
through 5. This is crazy. This is so good coming off of this round right now. She's 4 through 5. I mean, she looks unstoppable. I mean, she started this round. Oh my!
Just barely
off the chains again, but she started this round with 3 strokes on you, right?
Yeah. 3.
And I think currently she's got 10.
She's got 10 on me now.
It's just a few holes ago. It's
Yeah.
and it has nothing to do like play wise. You're dialing it back in. She's just literally.
Yeah, I've had a couple of struggles, and she's just gotten birdies all the way.
Putting the hammer down. Kylie here to tap in her. This is her par, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And Montana's the last one to tap in for this one. Again, second hardest hole. This is the only birdie from this division for both rounds 1 and 2 was from Ellie just then.
Yeah.
Just incredible. Bonus birdie, to say the least. But we're going to move on. Hole 15. I like this hole a lot.
Hole 15, yeah. You really want to try to get, if you're throwing a backhand on an Anheuser, super forehand-friendly hole. As long as you get out, like, of the initial gap, you're really fine anywhere. You just don't want to be in all of the junk early and right of the basket. That stuff can be jail sometimes.
Taking a look at the stats real quick. Surprisingly, plays as the 4th hardest hole. No bogeys.
No bogeys.
Double bogeys.
Okay. Ooh.
So things don't go well for some competitors, but or worse, I guess. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's the darker gray. But Ellie is in circle. She's not going to be one of those.
No.
She's giving herself another birdie look here. She wants to be 5 through 6.
Kylie gets out there. Gets caught up on that last tree. But I think she kicked out enough that she'll have a good open look.
She's right at the corner, so she should hopefully be able to stretch out and see. You're going high here.
Yeah, I was a little sick of being in the junk, so I just kind of threw it straight and was just playing for par.
Let's just make another big putt. Let's just do that. Here's Montana. She's also going to go with that turnover she did in round 1. This looks pretty good. Needs to miss some things.
Turn.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
It's just outside circle.
Good spot.
Makes the hole a lot easier when you don't have to overcomplicate the approach. Hey, shout out to Dad.
Thank you for filming.
Made the coverage.
Yes.
I won't lie, while editing, I have this great shot of you in your sunglasses doing a rangefind and then panning out. And then the person standing on my shoulder is like, no, you can't keep that in there. You gotta just highlight the player. So I snagged it out as you almost dumped in another big putt.
I almost got that one.
You were all over the basket for range, but I had to shout out the dad. You've been around the whole time. All the dads who have been, and the parents in general who have been supporting.
Yeah.
It's been great to see everyone out here. I love this age division for that. Montana hit, unfortunately, a very strong branch. Left her a little short. We'll see if she can get it from there. Ellie trying to go 5 through 6 here. Yep.
Once again.
This is just crazy.
There's just no stopping her at this point.
I mean, she's on pace to shoot well over 1,000 if she was able to maintain this for the whole round. This is insane right now. Upside down putter.
Yeah. I mean, the ground's really skippy here, so
I love that
once
play.
you get it on there, it's just going to go.
She taps it in, and it's worth it, right? I said that a little early, didn't I? We're all holding our breath. It's like, is it worth it, Zach? Did you just jinx her? It's like, I swear I didn't. Oh, no. Just a grip lock there is going to go wide for her. On the comeback putt here. And she does not take a lot of time on this one. She kind of just stepped up. Does it again. Grip lock's wide right. As I mentioned earlier, no bogeys. It's just doubles or worse for this hole today, which is why it's playing as the 4th hardest hole in this round. All right, she gets that one to stick.
Unfortunate triple, though.
Yeah. You hate to triple putt.
It's always so exciting when we get new plastics of the Passion, but I always end up falling back on the stock ones. And I like to say its closest counterpart is the Buzz. I think my absolute favorite way to throw it is dead straight and just watch the beauty of a straight flight. They've become a staple in the Discraft lineup and also in people's bags, and to know that people everywhere are enjoying the Passion as much as I am. That's just really exciting for me.
Hole 16. This is quite the difficult one.
Yes.
Break it down. What do you got to do to execute this hole?
351 feet. You've got to throw it on a steep hyzer. You can't. You just want to land in this fairway, which seems really easy from the drone, but it's really easy to throw it too far straight and get into that road deep. So it's a hard angle to hit. Ellie's got the distance, but it looks like it's pushing long. This was like her play last round. She just skips all the way there.
Are we sure I didn't just put in the same footage again? I'm pretty sure about that. It looked pretty similar.
It looked very similar. Kylie, that one's going very straight. We'll see how the skip plays. Nope. Just dead center all the way there.
Yep.
Didn't give it as much height, so it kind of stayed.
Stayed lower, let it skip. It was good angle control from her. Here's you. What are you throwing here?
I'm throwing a very stable Wraith.
Okay. Nice and high, too. I like that.
Yeah, I gave it a lot of height.
Make sure it gets around that corner. Over by that tree, but
really... little short, but I stayed up.
Yeah, I was going to say, really, you're not in the creek, which is the important thing here.
Another struggle. This tee is kind of blind to the area. So, don't mind me trying to catch my wrapper there.
This needs to get back in bounds.
Long.
Now...
It might have skipped in there.
It does. So it does come back in the grass, and then it rolls back out of bounds again. So she's OB in this position. Unfortunately, the card can't see that.
Yeah.
And she was very quick to come up there and say, this is the landing spot, and the card just generally agreed. She really kind of truncated herself off of 200 feet.
Yeah.
She could have advocated for herself, but... So this like a lesson there for all you younger players is like really be willing to just think about if the disc doesn't make sense that it could have touched, because if it could have, you could have had benefit to the player, moved up a little bit, and made that approach shot even easier for herself.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a mistake for her to think that it went back there, but definitely if you're willing to advocate for yourself, you can find yourself saving maybe a stroke or two.
Oh, yeah. Well, and this, you cannot see where your disc is landing, so there's really no way to tell where it went.
Yeah, her thought, and for those of you thinking, well, why didn't the cameraman just say, hey, touch out here? I'm not allowed to do that. Like, the cameraman is not allowed to say, hey, this is where it went out, this is what happens, because we're extra eyes, but we can't use our cameras to do those things. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to contribute to that. So, she the card made the decision, and she was, and
Makes the boat.
Yes,
Yeah.
it didn't matter. It's just she's like, I don't even care. I'm gonna make that putt anyway.
Yeah, good putt. Hopefully that can get the confidence up for the rest of the round.
Biggest swing hole it played as one of the harder holes, like 7th hardest in round 1, is the let me make sure. The second easiest hole in round 2. Not what I expected.
No.
I think really what it was, everyone just like, oh, that's too far. Not going to take bogey this time. Laid up in a lot, like looking
Very
at scores.
parable hole.
Yeah, a lot of threes on the second round. And a couple, in fact, 3 birdies.
Wow.
Some people made some really good adjustments there. Hole 17 now, the longest hole. That's not a par 4.
As a 3.
Yeah. What do we got?
So you've got the creek right there on the left, so it's kind of hard to get a shot through this left gap just because of how close it comes in. But then a little curl to the right towards the basket, 389 feet. Kind of tricky to just, it doesn't seem hard off the tee, but it just kind of will get you.
The 3rd hardest hole in round 1, the 3rd hardest hole in round 2. Ellie
smashes the right gap.
She said, I'm not hitting that tree this time, and she is out driving a 380-foot par 3 right now. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane in general, let alone in FJ18. Like,
Yeah.
this is incredible power she has.
I'm pretty sure she's still 15.
Don't make it worse. That makes me, the very old guy, make me feel I can't even throw 400. How is she doing this? She is, a rising star right now.
Yeah.
She has a lot of potential. I'm very excited to see where you and everyone will end up in the future. The future disc golf is right here,
Yes.
right? I love to see it. Here's you, Wraith again?
Yep, Wraith. Pretty low, but I get some good ground play.
Yep, scoot. So dry. And we got one more off the tee. Montana looking to make a correction from last round. She's probably going to try to take that same gap Ellie did. Boom.
Looks good off the tee.
Good height.
Yeah.
Yep. That
should be a good look.
That's a great drive right there. That
Yep.
really is. 290, 300 feet out. Oh, you have quite a bit of work to do here.
I do. I got a long hyzer with a low ceiling way up there. I threw it a little early, but...
Good ground play there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I skipped forward and I stayed up, thankfully.
Yeah, it could have been really bad, but...
So, I was just worried I was going down
yeah,
to the creek
I was gonna
again.
say, that's good. Not again. Kylie here. This is too much.
Kylie, that's early, and that's definitely going to be down there.
Yeah, that has danger for sure. There's a lot of plinko trees, so maybe she catches, but it's definitely a risk.
She might have.
Montana. There she goes. That one was not wide right. A little short, but...
Yep, not as much ground play as
Yep.
usual.
She probably was
here.
planning on
Yep.
the birdie opportunity on 17.
Oh, just splashes out.
Man, that would have been cool. No birdies for
No
rounds 1 or
birdies.
2. Yep.
She was definitely the closest.
Yeah, it's facts. 100%.
That one
Good
just barely
catch.
catches.
Yeah. Who says am side's bad side? We take am side. Yeah, Kylie here is cut off so much that she just has to pitch out.
Forehand pitch out.
Is that her first forehand we've seen?
I think so. Yeah, this card is mostly backhand dominant, but I know Montana and Ellie have a good forehand.
Yeah, good utility forehands.
Yep.
It's a great skill to develop at this age. Is you don't need to throw 300 feet with your forehand. You don't need to rely on it every time. But if you can pitch 150 feet up and put it in circle pretty regularly, get the disc to move to the right, it's a really good skill. Save you a lot of strokes. All right, one last hole for this front 9. That's not the right word. First 9. First 9.
First 9.
Yeah.
So most people are going out to the right of that tree, not where the drone's going. It's 311 feet. You're just kind of trying to get it towards the basket. Anywhere. It's not, I don't know. I don't feel like it's too tricky of a hole as long as you get off there. I would say not too many birdies, but a lot of pars.
That's a good question. The stat guy should probably be looking at that, huh? Yeah. I should have taken the Zion gap. I should have split the trees, but...
Yes.
Let's see. Hole 18, right?
Ellie goes deep of the basket. That could be a tricky putt with the branches there.
Yeah, low-hanging ceiling there. Looking at hole 18. I won't spoil how many birdies we have yet because I wanted there to be some suspense. But it looks like it played as 3.38. So a little over par and is the, I'm counting quickly in my head, the 7th hardest hole during the round.
Okay.
A little harder than I would anticipate.
I got that drive just outside the circle.
Montana's going to take the same gap y'all are taking. This looks a little wide.
A little to the right, yeah.
This needs to make some ground action. She does not get the ground action. She's going to be short. One more Kylie looking to finish her first nine. I'm going to say it wrong every time. First nine on an explanation point. This one also looks a little wide and not enough ground play, but she'll have a putt from there.
It's open from there, yeah.
How many birdies can we get on this card? That one's a good layup there.
Yeah.
Yep. Kylie here giving it a run, just a little short.
But she stays up.
Yep. Not in the creek.
Yes.
Low ceiling here, but for her putt, that's not a big problem.
That's not a problem.
Oh, she throws it high.
Just high.
I say it's not a problem that she throws it in the high. Off the band. Here you are. Last chance. Just off basket. I already knew that. There were no birdies on this hole for that second round, but we're going to tap in all of our pars here. And that's going to do it for our first 9. Yeah, I got it right that time.
There you go.
First 9 of our second round, holes 10 through 18. How you feeling at this point in the round?
I'm happy that we made it through 9. The smoke was definitely coming in.
It is.
I had some good holes. I had some bad holes that I would kind of love to redo.
Yep, for sure.
Just trying to forget about those and move on to the next half.
Yeah, we are getting reports in from multiple sources at this point of the round that a couple courses are very close to being suspended for a minute because of air quality.
Yep.
Our course is sitting right around 160, and the benchmark is 200. So, people checking the PDGA, updates. They're like, stay under 200, stay under 200. But if you haven't already, please make sure you think about liking, subscribing. It helps PDGA as well as other channels that coming out and provide more coverage. Grace, always a pleasure to have you on the coverage.
Thank you.
Excited to see what happens on the back 9. Nope, second 9. I'm going to get this right. Second 9 on this round when we get back.